What? I've got another Constructbot to build, and it's Dragstrip, one that I have not actually ever seen in a shop. His wave, which also includes Shockwave and Smokescreen, I think, of these plasticky case elite class ones. They've seemed to have sort of proliferated through home bargains, quite a bit like the back-end Beast Hunter stuff, and I haven't been able to get to one of those. So, finding that they had a website I could order stuff of was a bit of a godsend, but it's pretty lucky that I've got this one, because this was the one I wanted, and there's no way to select which one out of the assortment that you want on their site, so I just sort of crossed my fingers and hoped that I wouldn't get a Soundwave or a Wheeljack like I've already got, or one I wasn't really bothered about like Shockwave or Optimus. But I got Dragstrip, the very one I wanted to pay under RRP for, because I was very close to spending good like 16 quid on one of these from eBay, and I wanted to maintain my winning streak of not paying more or even up to RRP for any Constructbots. So yeah, I think I've done that with this guy. 9 quid, boom. Nice bit of hefty new Constructbot action to look at, and looks like he's got a hell of a lot of good new pieces in there. Despite the fact that this is just all new and exciting to me, it also feels like a good topic of build video, because, well, the other Constructbot I built was a Scout class Autobot plane. This guy is an elite class Decepticon car, so he's completely the sort of opposite thing, and hopefully I'll be able to show you some differences. Well, there aren't a lot of difference between any of these Constructbots, but you'll be able to see some differences between what I've already shown you in this kind of detail. So let's get on with it! Let's get this plastic case out. Yes, it's a plastic case. I will have talked about this in the review for Soundwave that I did, like my first ever Constructbot video. Yeah, these are a bit different. The case I've got for Soundwave, the lid is purple, not clear. I don't know why they've suddenly made that change, maybe so you can see these bits that are sort of highlighted in there a bit better. I don't know, but you can probably see it's quite hard to get this back on, and I haven't even taken the pieces out and done anything with them yet. Shows you there's quite a lot of, I don't know, it's not probably more bits in here, but it's just bigger pieces, so that could be good. But yeah, there's the case. It's kind of not very sturdy, but it's better than just lobbing the bits inside a cardboard box like I do. I don't know. But yeah, slotting it back in the thing, you see it sort of highlights his head and the Decepticon symbol and some random bits. There's also a wheel in there for some reason. So, lobbing all the pieces out of here, we've got a nice big bag of big yellow Formula 1 car parts and assorted robottery. The conventional smaller bag of skeleton pieces. You got your full colour instruction book. You've got your code for the gamey thing, which I'll let you have. There you go, if you're quick, jot that down and get however many points or whatever you get with this Constructbot app thingamabob, which I completely care not about. And then of course you've got to sort of wangle out this little plastic tray of pieces, and if memory serves right from the last time I had one of these elite ones, it's not easy getting these pieces out of here all the time. It's pretty stiff plastic. It's actually about as stiff as the case that all the other bits come in, so it takes a little bit of strength to pop these out, he says, with that falling out with the minimal effort possible. Yes, we've got some bits in here. Oh, come on. Chief among them, Dragstrip's head, which is a nice, completely new head sculpt that is just 100% Dragstrip, isn't it? He's even got the funny sort of Frankenstein bolt ear thingamabobs on the side of his head. Let's get into these bags. I'm using scissors like a good boy. Tip them out. This really does feel packed in there. There's not a lot of wiggle room for the parts in here. Quite a good sign. Yes. Snippity snip, snip, snip. Out you come, lads, out you come. Here we go. Here is a pile of parts which will sometime make a Decepticon called Dragstrip, who, yes, he's all yellow and very much F1 carish in a sort of Cybertronian vein. I quite like that, yes. Let's get to putting him together. Oh yeah, and I'm not going to sort the parts. What do you think I am? Here's a torso. Tra-la-la-la-la-la. I've done enough of these now that I totally do not need to look at the instructions ever. Well, I say that, but I'll probably need to for some of these armour parts. I don't know which way around they go, because most of the parts here are new. But anyway, the old skeleton stuff, it's pretty easy really, isn't it? This big long strut goes on his back here, and then you've got bits like, oh, I don't know, one of these ball jointed ones here. That makes his neck like. Oh, what's he got over here? It's a waist. Snap that in there, lad. Got your good old upper limb parts, stick them on the ball joints. Have a good time snapping in the forearms in this particular orientation with the clip facing inwards. What else we got here? We got some lower legs. Some more lovely upper thighs and bicipitals here. Let's stick one of these on down here. Give him a foot, which I can tell you straight off the bat is... oh no, maybe it's not. I looked at the box, you can sort of see a rough layout of all the parts on the back there. And I thought this was just the same part as Wheeljack's feet, but it's not. It's actually a bit different. So maybe there are even more new parts in this than I think there are. Anyway, it's a nice maroon colour, isn't it? Befitting a stunticon like this. What we got here? Got another arm. Stick that on there. Give him a wrist. Yeah, while I'm just sort of absent-mindedly slapping all this together and occasionally glancing at the box to make sure I'm getting some of these arm parts on the right way around, yeah, I can basically talk to you as to why I like this good old vein of Construct bots, and I'm not particularly that chuffed with the way some of these new Age of Extinction ones look. I mean, of course, I'll still buy some of them. Yep, that's pretty much a given. They are like the only figures on shelves in shops that I can go and find easily that I actually want to buy. So let's just get this noggin on here. There we go, a bit easier than usual. Yeah, well, they are the sort of things that are certainly worth buying in my mind. I don't think I'm going to end up having as much fun as I do with these regular old style ones. It still seems really silly to call them old style ones when, I mean, they haven't even been around like a whole year yet. Yeah, I don't know what Hasbro are really thinking about scrapping the whole 5mm compatibility, because that is pretty much the single thing that made me really love Construct bots, because you could just muck about with all their parts along with normal Transformers, and yeah, I've said it before, but I'll say it again, it just makes them feel like they're more integrated with the rest of the brand. It's not just a sort of standalone weird construction toy thing, it's just a Transformer you put together. Where are his hands? Here they are. Get them on there. Fisty cuffs. Oh, what's that? That's a shoulder guard there, yes. Another hand down here. More armour to go up here, yes. Let's stand him over here. As I get his skeleton put together a bit more, let's continue my little, I don't know, it's not really a rant, but it's just a summary of my opinions. Let's get the wheels in there. Clippity clip. Yeah, it just sort of, it's making me feel a bit flat looking at the Age of Extinction Construct bots, because they're not exactly what I wanted them to be. Sure, they're more posable. Sure, the skeletons don't look like just completely sort of detailless random bars of metal. But I don't know, there's some kind of character that I have grown to appreciate with these regular ones, and just that whole sort of play pattern integration. The fact that that's all gone now, just, it irks me so. Yes, let's stick this badge on his nice shiny silver chest there. Harkening back to his sort of G1 detail there, that's a nice chest piece. Yes, what else have we got here? Oh, some things and some more things. These are his shins, are they? They look like cassettes or something. Might be time to consult the instructions, but I can just slap his wheels on here. I'm pretty sure they go down there, they always go down there. So, yes, I'm sure you would have seen this in my previous one, but look, the instructions are a nice full colour book. It's really nicely easy to follow, and it's very nicely printed and bound, and it's satisfying to the touch. It's a squeaky, glossy sort of sheen. What do I want to look at? Shins. There we go, we want the little holes facing inwards, I see. One thing about these pieces which I'm already noticing, they're very flat, so I mean, Constructbot legs like this are already pretty much two-dimensional. Not really helping the matter by having machines that don't flesh them out very much at all. But okay, they're new pieces. I don't really mind. I can use them to some extent later on. And not sure about the asymmetry there either. But I don't know. Maybe. Oh, maybe it's a sort of engine blocky sort of feel I'm getting with these sort of cylinders on either side there in the centre like that. Yes, very Dragstrip. Good, good, good. So what else we got left here? This is the front of the car, which very nicely becomes a weapon for him, just like the Universe version. So what? That's the bit that goes on his back. Might have to consult the instructions to do which peg that uses. Oh no, look, the instructions are telling him to put that front bit on his back so he doesn't hold it. Oh, optional, optional. But I'm going to have him hold it because he doesn't come with any other guns. So, let's just snap that in there, fold it up. It's not one that goes particularly tight to his back, but I don't mind. So what are we left with here? Some wheel wells, which I should have put on already. Don't know what those are. They look like fins on the side of his shoulders, judging by the box art. And then we've got some nice big spoilery bits with the red stripes. So let's get these wheel wells and spoilers on, shall we? I see where they go. Put the wheel in there, thusly, and then snap that on. Don't think it matters which way because they both sort of face the same way with the detailing. It's not particularly illustrative there, but I shall use my wits and see if I can get this correct. I guess we'll find out when I go to actually transform the thing. That way. Clip. Posty, porty, posty, porty. It's quite a large piece of kibble, but I'll forgive it if it makes a bit of a better Formula 1 style car mode. Let's get this other wheel off here. Wheel well and... O-R-E. That one goes there, so once it's like that, we want it to be this way, yes. So now what's left is these odd bits, and I have honestly no idea what they're supposed to be. They're obviously not guns or anything, it's just sort of added detail. Okay, I'm not going to grumble that much. It's nice to have a little bit of fleshing out going on. So here we have Dragstrip in all his complete glory. I think this is a success already straight away. I mean, okay, yeah, I may have been saying things in the first impression about Silverbolt when I built him that weren't entirely true later on down the road. But I think this is pretty darn good, don't you? I mean, look at that chest. That's the sort of cockpit area thingamabob that Dragstrip should have. Yes, it's full of a few holes, which I'm not that keen on, but look at it. It's Dragstrip, isn't it? So what's he like then as a robot? Well, you know about all the articulations, but yeah, he hasn't got any guns. He's just sort of holding the front of his car as some sort of crossbow thingamabob. I'm okay with that, simply because proper Dragstrip figures have done that in the past, so you can let off a Constructbot. If anything, it's trying to be more accurate to the character by doing that. So yeah, it's good. I like Dragstrip. He is like totally, utterly new parts to me, apart from these armour bits, which are from Wheeljack. I think his forearms I've had in Cliffjumper, and you know, the wheels are like pretty much always the same. Apart from Breakdown, he had some interesting wheels, but yeah, they're just the standard Constructbot wheels. And wheel wells, of course. Okay, so maybe it's not entirely as new as I may think it is, but definitely a lot of this guy is nice new parts, and I'm glad to have some nice yellow parts, because, ooh, what might I want to be building with yellow parts? No, I'm not going to be able to build a hotshot, ever, I don't think. There's just never going to be the correct sort of head sculpt, or correct sort of looking chest, or anything. Maybe I'll just pray really hard and actually make a proper Constructbot hotshot, and then I'll just sort of die from age to see if they do that. But yeah, there you go, there's Dragstrip. Let's turn him around. He's got some junk on his back, but that's okay, because he transforms into hopefully a rather nice sort of space race car. Let's do that now. So let's get the thing out of his hand. I know where that's going to go, so let's just put that aside. Do the good old open his chest, tuck his head away, put it back again, move. I'm thinking actually I may have to move this badge, because it looks like, yep, that gets covered up by the backpacky panel piece. Okay. Let's just slap that back on down there. I can adjust it later. That's, yeah, going to be a good looking car, hopefully. Spin his feet round. Untab the waist. Spin it round. Move the legs up at the hips. Tab in that first hole there. Try not to make things sort of catch against each other where they shouldn't. There's that. I'm a buffoon because I should have put this bit in first before I put his legs up. Let's backtrack. And this looks like it slots in there. Quite precisely. There's no wiggle room there at all. And then we can, yes, put his legs where they should go. And put his feet together under here, but do they slot in somewhere? Looks like they do. Sort of, maybe. I don't know, they sort of rest under there. Okay, that's secure enough, I guess. I'm getting the feeling that these probably aren't feet made just for Dragstrip, because you've got these holes under here and nothing seems to tab into those. Okay, now we want to bend his arms, one click, get that post into the port on the side of his leg. Yeah, God, how many times have I done this? Move his wrists around like that, fold them up, move it round, fold them up. Then we can get the interesting spoiler-majigs round. And will they tab in? Looks like they do. Ooh, this is nice. Ah, I see, you want to be getting this C-clip bit onto that bar on the other side. And they'll tab, and that makes so much of a nicer back end for a car. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I'm sorry, but yeah, that's like the best Constructbot vehicle mode like ever. It actually looks like the alt mode of the character that it's supposed to be. It's a race car, look at it. It's got the front wing, it's got the big wings on the back. It's got the sort of streamlined look and the sort of cockpit piece, although, you know, real F1 cars don't actually have a piece of glass that completely covers the guy inside. You've got to be able to see Lewis Hamilton as he goes round. But yeah, look at that. I'm chuffed. Look at that. Yeah, spot on car. But what do you do with these bits? Put them round, put them forward. Does the instructions even say? No, it just says to leave them as they are. Okay, whatever. Yeah, woo! Dragstrip is definitely a win. He's not rolling quite properly, but that's because I don't have all these bits flat. Yeah, that is just, yes, very, very nice. I'm very happy to have only paid £9 for this, which is, once again, less than the price point below them. Yeah, got to recommend this. If you are even so slightly interested in Constructbots and you happen across a Dragstrip at your home bargains or somewhere, definitely pick it up. This is a stellar build and I'm chuffed to bits. Although I'd say the only real downside is he hasn't got any weapons, you know. I mean, okay, it makes a nice streamlined, good looking vehicle mode because he hasn't got a gun stuck on the top, but I sort of wish there was a gun stuck on top. Good job I got more Constructbots so I can just kit him out like some kind of bad mofo. So, Dragstrip always wants to win and he hates coming second, and I think I can safely say that this Constructbot of him wins Constructbots. It is just, yep, definitely the best out of the ones I've got. Definitely a testament to how it's sort of developed as it's gone along, because this is sort of part of the last wave of the 2013 ones before the system switched, before it became more C-clips, no 5mm, more ball joints like the new AOE system and, well, the same system that the Beast Hunters ones would have had if they came out. Yeah, so it's a bit of a sad sort of state of affairs, you know. They finally actually got the system giving us things that are as good as this, and then they just go and sort of bin it and make a new one. Yeah, I'm not feeling happy about that. I mean, look at the pieces on this and think, come on, you could have at least gone for one more wave. We could have got a Mirage out of this. Oh, come on. Really good pieces in here, and to think that they're not going to get used now because they've just canned this old system is annoying. But hey, no one cares about Constructbots, right? It's only me, so So there we go, there's Dragstrip. One last thing to show you is the crazy combiner build on the back of his instructions. So if I had smokescreen as well, I could build this Derpington robot. They don't really seem to use as much imagination on these combiner builds as is probably possible by an adult who creates these, but I'll let them off, it's something. Come on Hasbro, 3 Stunticons does not a Menacor make.